डॉक्टर बाबासाहेब आंबेडकर ओपन यूनिवर्सिटी.
Good afternoon, dear students. I, Dr. Chintan Waghela, working as an assistant professor of English subject at Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Open University. A warm welcome to all the dear students. Job application. Whenever we have to write a job application, a certain questions arise in our mind. What to write, how we have to begin, which parameters that we have to follow, which information we have to add, etc. But we have to follow. So today's components for the presentation. First one is meaning and the definition of curriculum vitae, purpose of curriculum vitae. We are having some categories of information need to include in the curriculum vitae, like heading, career objective, key skills, abilities and aptitude, position desired, career history, educational qualifications and reference. Then after, do's and don'ts of job application writing, words and phrases to use while preparing the job application. Dear students, there is a definition of curriculum vitae. Main thing is all about that while we are writing, we must know the intents, that for which job, for which post we are writing, we are preparing our curriculum vitae. And then after we have to begin the task. A curriculum vitae, often referred to resume, is far more than just a document. It is your personal career story. It serves as a comprehensive snapshot of your professional journey, achievements, skills, abilities, and other opportunities you had in the past, your achievements as well, or carefully crafted to showcase your strengths and suitability for a given role. Think of it as your first professional handshake, the document that introduces you to potential employers before they even meet you. When we are preparing a CV, there are three key goals to keep in our mind. The very first, grab the reader's attention. Your CV should be competitive and captivate right from the first glance. The goal is to quickly engage the reader, which prompt them to dive deeper into your qualifications and experience. It's your opportunity to stand out among the sea of applicants and make a memorable first impression. Make a lasting impression means a curriculum vitae should convey not just your qualifications, but your professional identity. And this is the golden opportunity to demonstrate the depth of your expertise and show how well you fit within organization's culture, values and the desirable post. Crafting a CV leaves a positive impact is essential for securing an interview. Present skills, qualities and experience clearly and briefly. While details matter, brevity is a king. A well-structured CV should highlight your most important skills and experiences without overwhelming the reader. The prime goal is to communicate your core competencies and professional history in a concise yet compelling manner which ensures clarity and accessibility. In essence, your CV is not just a list of past roles that you have performed, but it is a personal marketing tool designed to sell your skills, qualifications, and potential to your future employer. When done well, it sets the stage for the next step in your professional journey. Dear students, in this slide we are having purpose of curriculum vitae. Dear students, as we all know that without purpose we are not doing a single activity in our life. So that's why we must have a purpose, and whenever we are having purpose, we always bring the fruitful result and the outcome. So let's discuss that what is the purpose of curriculum vitae. So the prime purpose of a curriculum vitae is to showcase your qualifications and demonstrative to a prospective employer that you have what it takes to excel in the role. It is your opportunity to present yourself as the ideal candidate for the job by highlighting your unique skills, experience and strength. So here we are having the key objectives of a CV should be fulfilled. Number 1, demonstrating the skills employers seek. A CV should clearly convey the message that these kind of skills and the competencies which align with the job requirements, and this is your chance to prove that not only understand what the employer is looking for, they also possess the right capabilities to deliver results. Next one, elaborating on personal qualities and the strengths. Beyond technical skills, employers also look for personal qualities. Dear students, make a sense that which kind of personal qualities you have that will make you a good fit for the team, whether it's your work ethic, adaptability, leadership abilities or communication skills. Your CV should highlight what makes you stand out as an individual and how you had thrived in the role. Aligning with the job requirements, a successful CV is one that speaks directly to the specific needs of the job. It should be tailored to reflect a deep understanding of the roles, responsibilities, challenges, expectations and many more. This shows that you have done your research and are genuinely interested in the position. Dear students, in this slide we will discuss categories of information need to include in the curriculum vitae. Categories of information. Categories we have to add to make sure your personality, your ability. Creating a standout CV is an art that requires a perfect balance of simplicity, clarity and the precision. Nowadays, competitive job market where hiring managers often spend only seconds review each CV, it's essential to make a long-lasting first impression by presenting your qualifications in your CV. Make sure a concise and yet compelling manner CV makes a long-lasting impact. Focus on highlighting your most relevant skills and experiences. Ensure that everything you include directly relates to the position you are applying for. A professional presentation is crucial, so always use high quality A4 size paper and blank ink to maintain a clean and polished appearance. Kindly avoid unnecessary gimmicks for excessive stylistic elements that might detract your attention from the qualifications. Accuracy is paramount. So double check your CV for any spelling mistake, grammar mistakes, repetition, as these small errors can make a big difference. Last thing, don't forget to review your CV multiple times before you apply somewhere. Also ensure that it's a free of mistakes and a formation in a proper way. Print a final clean copy that reflects your attention to detail and professionalism, and you will be one step closer to get your desirable job and making a powerful impression on your future employer. Dear students, here that you can see that I have mentioned some factors that which we have to follow while we are drafting CV. Categories of information need to include. So, very first thing is all about heading. Without heading, we cannot mention anything. So, now discuss what we have to add exactly in the heading. The first portion, the heading of a curriculum vitae is the first section that provides essential personal information, helping you potential employers easily identify and contact the applicant, which typically includes the applicant's full name followed by their full postal address with the appropriate PIN code, which ensures employers can quickly locate them. Additionally, the contact number and email address are provided for direct communication, offering multiple channels for easy reach. For example, in the heading Dr. Daivik Waghela, then after we have to mention our address, area, city or the town, PIN code, mobile number, email address, residential address, which can easily make an impact on the reader's mind. So, the employer can contact you very easily. Next point is all about the career objective. Dear students, career objective. So, what is your objective? Here you have to identify, you have to mention what is your objective, why you have selected this field, and suppose if you have selected this field, which kind of contribution that you have performed in this field, and do you think so that by selecting this kind of particular field you can perform very well? Yes. So, dear students, career objective makes sense. A powerful statement that introduces your professional ambition. It becomes particularly crucial when applying for specific job openings, as it gives employers a quick snapshot of your goals and the type of role you are aiming for. In this section, opportunity to align your aspirations with the employer's expectations shows how your career path and goals are having a synchronization with the job at hand. To make the best impression, the objectives should be clear, laser focused, ensures that your career aspirations directly reflect the need of your position that you are applying or the targeting. Next slide is all about the key skills, abilities and aptitude. In this slide, we are having an information about the key skills. So, you have to mention that regarding your field, which kind of skills you have. Is there any specific abilities and aptitude? So, all these parameters can bring you closer to get the job. The key skills section of your CV is a prime opportunity to highlight your unique skills, aptitude and strengths. It's essential to be strategic and selective, showcasing only the talent that align with the job you are applying for. This section should strike a balance between your co-curricular and extracurricular activities, personal interests and professional achievements, which painting a picture of you are having a dynamic personality and driving individual also. Additionally, it's important to feature any honors such as fellowship, scholarship, award, achievements, certificates, as they demonstrate that your qualification as well, your commitment, excellence regarding your job. In this section, not only underscores your qualification, but also highlights your consistent dedication to achieving the success. Next thing is all about the position desired. For solicited job opening, it's important to include a position desired section in your CV to clearly specify the role you are applying for, which helps the employer quickly understand that for which position that you are targeting. And on the other hand, for unsolicited applications where no specific job opening is advertised, a well-tailored career objective or a cover letter can effectively convey your interest and the type of role you are seeking. Being clear and intentional in your application shows your focus and makes your CV stand out very well, which demonstrate that you have put thought into how your qualifications align with the company's requirement and the needs. Next thing is all about the personal details. So it's a time to mention your personal details here. The personal information section of the curriculum vitae includes essential details about the applicant. In this case, Daivik Chauhan is a male born on August 8, 1999 and he is married with Indian nationality. His mother tongue is Gujarati and he is proficient in 3 languages, Gujarati, Hindi and English. His contact number is that we have mentioned, A9898, providing a direct means for the potential employers to reach him. This section serves to introduce basic personal details, which makes easier employers to understand the applicant's background and how to contact him easily. Yes, career history. Career history, it means that you have to mention that when you have started your career, in which organization that you have to work. The professional summary can replace the traditional career objective in a CV, offering a more comprehensive snapshot of your qualification and experience. It should be concise, clear and tailored to the specific job you are applying for. In this section, we have to provide a quick overview of your key skills, qualifications and professional experiences, making it particularly valuable for the candidates with significant work history. It also helps employers quickly to recognize your strength and assess your suitability for the position, positioning you as a strong candidate right from the start. Educational qualification. Dear students, in this category, you have to mention from your schooling to your latest qualification. As for example, you have to mention from 10th standard to your last degree that you have achieved. The education and training section of the curriculum vitae is pivotal in the showcasing the academic foundation and specialized knowledge the applicant has gained. This section highlights your readiness and for the role by demonstrating the qualifications that you have equipped your job. When you detailing your educational achievements, ensure to include key elements such as your degree obtained, as for example BA, MSc, PhD, the names and locations of the institutions attended and years of attendance or graduation. Moreover, list your major subjects or areas of specialization along with any academic distinctions like honors, gold, medals or top ranks that set you apart. And make sure, don't forget to include professional certifications or diplomas that are relevant to the field, as these further reinforce your expertise and qualifications. Next one is all about the references. References, it means that employers often request professional references to validate an applicant's skill, work ethics, and overall competence also. References should ideally come from individuals who have had formal or professional interaction with the applicants, such as former supervisors, professors, colleagues, or the mentors. It's essential to include the name and contact details of three credible individuals who can provide recommendation letters or speak to your qualifications. Each reference entry should include full name, professional title, organization name, along with their contact address and email address as well. Additionally, specify the nature of the relationship. For example, former manager, academic advisor, which gives context to the reference credibility and applicant's professional connections. And at last, that you have to mention the declaration. Declaration, it means that whatever the information that you have mentioned in your CV, all the information are completely correct. There is no any kind of manipulation, there is no any exaggeration, and I am liable for this kind of declaration. In this section, final touch of professionalism and authenticity given by the candidate. Next slide is all about the enclosures. Dear students, whenever we apply in any organization, we have to provide some evidences which known as enclosures in academic field. So, what we have to enclose here? When listing your qualification on CV, it's important to present them in chronological order from the earliest to the most recent. For example, you would begin with the SSC examination mark sheet, followed by the HSC examination mark sheet, then the BA examination mark sheet and the BA degree certificate. Finally, you would include the MA examination mark sheet. This order ensures clear, organized progression of your academic achievements, which make it easier for employers to assess your qualifications and educational background. Next slide is all about what we have to do and what we don't have to do during job application. Dear students, sometimes what happen intentionally or unintentionally, and in hurry, we are doing some mistakes which we have to avoid. Let's discuss. So, in this slide that you are getting one kind of table, and in that table we are having one kind of reference. This image provides a list of important do's and don'ts for preparing a professional job application, such as a resume or cover letter. The points highlighted help ensure that the application is clear, appropriate, well organized for potential employers. Here is a one kind of breakdown of the guidelines. Do's means best practices. So, very first thing, ensure completeness. Double check that all the required documents that you have attached or not, or any document is left or not. Second is all about fill out applications yourself. Avoid using pre-typed information to prevent errors. Next one, start with simple applications. Always begin with basic information and application forms before taking more complex ones. Mention contributions. Explain how you can positively make an impact to the company where you want to apply. Use bold or caps for headings. This helps make section headings stand out and increases readability. Start skills with statements and strong verbs. These emphasize your active role and achievements. Then we are having revise your resume. Tailor your resume to each job position for maximum relevance. Organize your resume. Place the most important and relevant information at the top of your resume. Next one, expand on key points. Always highlight the most important aspects of your previous roles and condense list relevant information. Next, use quality paper. Ensure that the paper you are using for the CV, it must be a high quality paper. Send with a cover letter. Dear students, cover letter make a significant impact of candidate. Always add a cover letter before the job application. Make sure to list your up-to-date phone number and email address that you are using. Okay, so all these parameters that we to perform. Now we are going to discuss what we have to avoid, what we don't have to do. First one, avoid handwritten applications. Don't leave your resume in script or handwritten form. Always use a typed document, computerized. Avoid blank spaces. Ensure there is no unnecessary empty space on your resume. Next one, don't use the word resume. It's a redundant to label your document as a resume. Avoid using I. Always avoid starting sentences with I. Focus on your achievements and skills. Don't include salary information. This should be discussed later in the hiring process. Don't include job references in the resume. This should be provided separately if requested by the employer. Don't include testimonials. Focus on facts and achievements rather than personal endorsements. Also avoid personal statistics or profile. Don't include unnecessary personal details like age, gender, and the marital status. Don't include photographs also. Photos are usually not needed and can distract from the content of the resume. Avoid too many fonts. Make sure stick to one or two fonts to maintain a clean professional look. Don't use decorative fonts or the bullet points. Keep your fonts choices simple and avoid overuse of design elements. Don't leave employment gaps unexplainable. If there are periods of unemployment, briefly explain the reason to avoid raising doubts. Words and phrases to use while preparing job application. The most critical part of applying for the job is picking the right words to use in your application. The following words and the phrases are here which we have to keep in our mind. This image presents a list of positive characteristics that can be used to describe individual and various contexts such as job application, performance reviews or personal assessments. These attributes reflect qualities that are highly valued by employers, colleagues and the organizations where we have worked or want to work. Next slide is all about words and phrases to use while preparing job application. Importance of correct terminology in the job application. Dear students, terminology means there is one kind of a certain particular the language parameter that we to follow. Enhance clarity and professionalism. Always make sure that whatever that you are writing, whatever you have written is clear and professional. Kindly don't be informal. Improves the chances of standing out to employees. Use of action verbs to demonstrate achievements. So kindly use the particular phrases in the words which can pay attention to the employer. And incorporation of industry specific jargon to show expertise. Kindly don't use the jargon words to show your expertise. Always try to show your expertise when you get the chance. Make a sense. Dear students, here I have mentioned one kind of table and in which that you are getting some phrases, some words to describe positive characteristics. Able, accurate, ambitious, alert. So all these words that you are getting in this table, you can use to make a positive characteristic. Next one is all about to describe responsibilities and achievements. Achieved, communicated, coordinated, distributed. So dear friends, you can use all these words when you have performed something, when you have achieved something in your present or the former organization. To describe qualities. Now, suppose if you want to mention which kind of qualities you have, so this kind of words that you are getting on your screen you can use: reliable, punctual, trustworthy and friendly. All these phrases, all these words which reflects your personality. So dear students, I hope we have discussed all these necessary parameters for the job application and the curriculum vitae. By following and by watching this video properly, at least you can prepare your CV, means curriculum vitae, for your job application properly. So thanks to all dear students for giving your valuable time. Thank you.
स्वाध्यायः